I know there's so much to be excited about in life. There's so much to be grateful for. Yet, it is becoming increasingly difficult for me to believe this. I am absolutely alone. There is no hope for the future. No one understands me. God doesn't love me. This is my living hell. Those words were written by me on November 17th, 2017. 8 months later, on July 23rd, everything changed. For the first time ever, I said these three consequential words: I am gay. My mom and I had gone to the local park to talk.
I received a text from Kyle, and it said something to the effect, "Would you like to go for a drive?" I knew that something was weighing very heavy on his heart. We ended up on a park bench, and he proceeded to share his struggle. He stopped talking, and then he looked at me and he said, "What are you thinking?" And I just smiled, and I was like, I am so peaceful. And he just grinned, and we hugged, and I could just sense that there was weight that had been lifted from him that was real.
From that day forward, I began to feel better. Things got better. My family and friends responded with love, with compassion, with understanding. Quickly, I felt an urge and an added responsibility to reach out and be a voice for those who had it much worse than I did, for those whose families responded with hate, with anger, with hostility, with anything but love. My passion for and understanding of social media propelled me to have an idea. I approached a friend who helped manage the official BYU Instagram account and asked if I could take it over for a day to discuss what it's like to be gay at BYU. To my surprise, the administration wasn't just willing to allow such an endeavor, but they were supportive and excited about the impact it might have. After months of preparations, discussions, and meetings, November 8th finally came.
Rise and shout, Cougar fans. My name is Kyle. It's a beautiful Thursday morning here in Provo.
Throughout the day, I discussed some of the challenges I had faced. I talked openly about how incredibly hard it is to be gay at BYU. I shared some of the resources and things that have helped me. And most importantly, I tried to convey a sense of hope for those students who were struggling in silence. Throughout the day, more than 900 individuals sent in messages. Their questions and their comments helped increase understanding and proved that there are so many people willing to love. Not all the response was positive, though. Understandably, many negative comments and criticisms were shared across Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Even though they were just words on a screen sent from a source distant to my reality, they greatly affected me. Numerous times throughout the day, I found myself in a secluded spot to cry and work through those negative responses. It was one of the most difficult things I had ever experienced. With that negative backlash noted, it is more important to share that 95% of the messages and comments were positive. These messages provided me hope and a desire to keep going. These messages were from gay BYU students themselves, from parents of gay students, from prospective BYU students, from students with gay roommates and friends, from athletes who simply wanted to show support, from alumni who were proud of their university, from professors who wanted to know how to better help their students. It was eye-opening to see this sort of response from the BYU community. I was connected with 13 struggling students, 5 of whom had never discussed their sexual orientation with anyone before. I was able to meet with them and listen to their experiences. It made all of the tough aspects of the day worth it. A few communication students even reached out and wanted to create a short video profile on my experience, something that has been since released and already proved beneficial to many, all because of social media. So what are the takeaways from this experience? First, recognize that media can and does have a negative impact. The effects of this can be significant and real for many people. Second, recognize too that media can and does have a positive impact. The effects of this can be significant and real for many people. Third, In good causes such as this, the negative impacts will always be far outnumbered by the positive ones. Real people's lives can be changed by social media. Real people's lives can be saved. And that makes it all worth it.